again, everyone. I have some news that I want to share with y'all. But I was thinking about the best way that I could share that news, and I decided that, true to form, I should share my news in the form of a story. And as all good stories start, it will be with Once Upon a Time. It's full of intrigue, a dangerous journey across a foreign land, true love, murder. Okay, maybe not the murder part, but many obstacles. A test for our beautiful heroine, triumph for true love. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful American princess and a dashing Korean prince, and they fell in love. Aww. As they often do in these stories. So what do two people in love do?
They get married.
In Palm Springs in December of 2019. Then, just 2 days later, the handsome prince and the beautiful princess went to the kingdom far, far away in Daegu, South Korea. Now, the princess was there as a guest of this beautiful Korean country. But in order to become a resident, she needed the permission of the current government to do so. No problem, the couple said, as they wait for their marriage license to come in the mail from America. That's okay. The princess can stay for 3 months on a tourist visa. It's December. There's no worries. And then something evil happened in the land of Daegu, South Korea. What could it be, you might be asking? An evil monster started to creep across the land. Some people didn't know what to call it. Others called it by its country of origin. But everyone in the land cried out, "No! Not Corona!" Yes, coronavirus had infiltrated the beautiful, far, far away land of South Korea. What was the couple to do?
Because the princess needed to leave the country to go to a foreign embassy for the Korean embassy to apply for her marriage visa.
However, the Korean people loved the new princess and had no intentions of making her leave. So the couple patiently waited. And when the 3 months were up, she implored the government, "Please, don't separate me from my handsome prince." The immigration office said, "We would never do that to you. We will do everything we can to keep you together while we try to vanquish this evil monster." So, the couple took a big sigh of relief. And for 1 more month, she was allowed to stay. At the end of that month, the evil monster had not been vanquished. Again, the Korean immigration said, "It's okay. We will give you another month to stay while we try to vanquish this because it's just not safe for you to leave." The American princess was so grateful. That month came and went. Another month came and went. Another and another and another month came and went. Will it ever happen where she is no longer a visitor, but she is part of the community once and for all? But that's not the only reason why she wanted her marriage visa. She unfortunately was not able to get health insurance. She was not able to get a driver's license. She was not able to get a cell phone or even a bank account. But most importantly,
could not get a job.
One day, the Korean immigration office called our beautiful American princess and said, "We understand it's taking so long and it's just not safe for you to leave the country while we try to vanquish this evil, evil monster. So, for a short time, we will open the doors to all of the beautiful princesses from foreign lands who want their marriage visa, and they all may apply for their visa in this short window." So, The handsome Korean prince and the beautiful American princess quickly put their paperwork together and immediately filed it with the office and thanked them so much for the opportunity. The immigration office kindly looked over all the paperwork to make sure everything was in order before the couple left and said, "Everything looks great. But there is one test that the beautiful American princess must pass before she is officially welcomed as a resident." The American princess became very afraid because she was not prepared for any type of test. Just like the Princess and the Pea, she was not prepared, but she was determined to prove herself worthy to her beautiful new nation. So she was told that she would have 2 months and take the test. Now, what was she to do? It's a language test. And she, even though spoke some of the native Korean language, had not really practiced and learned as much as she would have liked. Again, the wonderful Korean immigration office said, "Have no fear. We will provide you with a free Korean language class to help you pass this test because we love you and we want you to stay." So, the young, beautiful princess began to take the Korean classes and was undaunted, even though they were incredibly difficult, as the entire class was spoken in her new language. But was it really that simple? Suddenly, out of nowhere, the dashing Korean prince received a phone call from the local immigration office and said, "Today is Monday. We would like the American princess to take the language test on Friday." What was she to do? She was not prepared. This was too much. She did not want to be forced to leave her beautiful new country because she wasn't ready for this test. The dashing Korean prince calmed the beautiful princess and said, "It's okay. Don't worry. Try. If you fail, it's okay. You can still take the test in January." So, terrified and shaking hands, she agreed and entered the immigration office to take the test on Friday. As she's answering the 50 questions, her heart begins to race and she thinks, "Oh, so far I'm doing well." But then, 5 questions in, her heart begins to sink as she can understand the paragraphs, but the questions that she has to choose from, the answers she has to choose from, are words she doesn't know. So, all she can rely on is her common sense and her gut instincts. And she began to finish answering the questions. When she was done, the couple waited eagerly all weekend, heart racing. So, finally Monday arrives. The beautiful American princess does what she has been doing all along on Mondays, and she goes to her Korean language class. As she's learning, suddenly, she hears a sound. What the heck is that sound? She looks down at her cell phone and notices a text message from her dashing Korean prince. And there, in the text message, it says, "Congratulations, you have passed your Topik Level 1 test." Immediately, the American princess bursts into tears in her class, and everyone is so concerned and comes to her side in the class and says, "Are you okay, princess? Is everything all right?" And through her immense tears, she humbly whispers, "I will become a Korean today." No, actually, she was not going to become a Korean today, but she passed her test. And the room burst into applause. was a beautiful moment. Her heart was full that day. The love that the Korean family had shown her made her feel truly that her journey was worth it. But now, what next? Now the Korean princess must wait till the Korean immigration office continues reviewing the paperwork to grant her her Korean visa. To be continued. I really hope you like this silly story. Oh, and sounds like I just ended it right on time. There's some construction going on outside. But hey, look, I've waited 1 year in this country because of coronavirus to get my resident visa and become a full-fledged immigrant. I've been in this country as a visitor on a visitor visa the entire year because of the virus. So this was the biggest moment in my life up until this point, from January anyway. So I really hope you like this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And I will continue to let you know as soon as I officially get my immigration registration card and can finally get a job. Well, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, hit the like button. And as always, my friends, stay classy, YouTube. Bye!